G'day, Casey, and thank you for inviting me to have a look at your LinkedIn profile and what can be done to improve your presence and your personal brand and to just up-level your LinkedIn profile a little better. So let me get started. I will pull your profile up here on the screen. So firstly, remembering that all the world is a visual world. So first things first, we always hone in and look at someone's picture and the visual first. So it's nice because it's warm and sunny. The profile picture of you here is lovely. It's a beautiful photo of you. I would say, depending on the nature of the role that you want to go for, the photo looks quite carefree and friendly. So if that's the nature of the kinds of roles you're applying for and the vibe or the brand you're wanting to put across, then that works for that. With the background and the sunshine, I think that shows your interest, maybe your love of water, of the sun, of being a bright white light, in the communities and the businesses that you work with. But from a professional standpoint, you're losing lots of real estate by having that image taking up all of the space. So I'd highly recommend some kind of image that shows what you do, what you deliver, or what's most important to you. So for example, if we just quickly view my profile, you can see here mine has develop exceptional leaders in half the time and high performance teams without the hustle. I actually change my banner a little bit semi-regularly and I try different things out and see what resonates with people. It also depends on what market I'm working with at the time. So for you, if you're going for a new role or a pay increase or a promotion, I would be putting something relevant to where you're positioning yourself in the next role, in the next rung. So always be using that banner as your future pace is what I would say. Also in here where it says your title at the moment for the role that you're in, Associate Communications and Engagement at WSP. I'm not sure everyone would know what WSP is, but what I would recommend is that's also real estate. It is character limited, but even though the categories say your role and title, you can put whatever you like. So you can write that you're passionate about community engagement or adding value. You can say you're passionate about communications or that you're an expert media and communications leader. I guess you could use terminology like that. So you can write whatever you like. It's great that you appear to have a lot of connections. What I would also say is that we could really improve your about section, and I've actually gone ahead and gifted you my positioning tool. So my leadership's profile positioning tool, I've pre-populated one for you as a suggestion. So this I think could really be bumped up and improved. And also just here, the amount of posts that you're doing. It may not be a channel that you're utilizing much at the moment, but LinkedIn can be super powerful for making sure that we're in front of employers and managers and leaders and peers and the people who might invite us to speak at a conference, might be looking for us at a promotion. Every recruiter, every person who is looking to employ someone who has a list of people, every panel that's about to do interviews, they go and have a look at LinkedIn and they see if who you say you are stacks up with what they're seeing there. So what I'd comment on here is it's been 10 months since you posted something. So I'd be thinking about posting a bit more regularly, also commenting on others. You've got some great things here. I know from your bio and what I know of you that your expertise is in communications and in writing. It's great that you're sharing other people's posts here. So that's really valuable to be part of the sharing, caring community, I would say. But what I would also say is then think about writing some of your own posts, because writing is such a strong skill of yours. And I can see that you've done some of this before. So you've done some articles and posts, which is fantastic. And there's a lot there about your adventuring and some of the other amazing things that you've also done. So I love that it shows a bit of your personal and your professional, but I would also say, see if you can bring in some more articles now that are relevant to positioning you for where you want to go, what kind of roles you're looking for next. So make sure that you're talking about the issues, the opportunities, the projects, the passions that are for things that people are looking for in where you want to go. I've also gone ahead, as I mentioned, and prepared a positioning profile for you for free. So I've gifted you this because I really want to see you succeed. And I think there's some really great opportunity in looking at how you can improve in some ways. I won't read it all out to you here, but I will be sending it through to you and messaging it to you. It really is a template that I've developed that's based on my Manager to Leader Shift program. So with all of the managers that I work with in the Manager to Leader Shift program, what I often find is that they need to build some confidence, competence, and credibility in order to start moving to that next rung, next level, or get their next career appointment. And so these are some of the categories that we work on in that training program that I know make all the difference for positioning someone in the right way, a leader in the new way for their new role, without it coming across as kind of sucky, without you sounding salesy, but is actually really genuine and is a way of repackaging your resume, shall we say, in a way that doesn't just sound boring and also really highlights and brings forth the best things that you do. So, for example, just in a couple of those categories, I've got that you're passionate about driving innovation and fostering collaboration to create impactful solutions, that your passion lies in being a conduit for heart-centered, community-enhancing leaders, businesses, and organizations. I've also taken from your profile and suggested that your uniqueness lies in the diversity of your experiences, which enables you to thrive and deliver in any environment. So what you had was that prior to joining WSP, you'd been a communications consultant for several organizations, including not-for-profits. You've been a long-standing editor of the Newcastle Star, community newspaper, a section editor of The Land as well. So what it's showing is that you have this sort of breadth of experience, and now you've been doing a lot of community consultation around people who have been flooded in northern regions. So all of those show that you have this capacity and these skills for empathy and the soft skills of leadership, but also performance and the harder skills of delivering, you know, on a weekly newspaper deadline and all of those sorts of things. So I think it's super important that you show and demonstrate that you have both IQ and EQ. I also think your recommendations were really great. You had some beautiful recommendations from people on your page. And so I would recommend highlighting those a bit more, even bringing them into your About Me and profile section. So I've got in the known for here category, I'm known for my experiences as a communication, media, and community engagement expert, as well as being easy to work with. And then I've included a quote from one of your recommendations, which says that KC maintains professionalism, is easy to work with, and commits 100%. So I think there's some of the things that are worth bringing forth and highlighting. I think your profile could be boosted up even more. And I think if you just took care of tiny tweaks like that, real estate, like highlighting some of the things that make you and your career stand out and great, and just languaging in a way that positions you for where you want to go next, I think you'll find that profile starts to work for you and that you start to be able to position yourself as a leader and an expert without that sounding like you're boasting or putting yourself forward too much. It's super important that we don't shy away and hide away from sharing our unique gifts. And I think quite often here in Australia, we can be quite humble about what our achievements are. And I think we need to get better at sharing what makes us great, what makes us unique, and the contributions that we want to give, because all we're doing is holding our own career back and stopping others from seeing and tapping in and highlighting our greatness. So I want to see you be able to capitalize on that. So I hope this has been super helpful. For anyone else who would like me to do a review of their profile, you can visit me on LinkedIn and DM me a message, and I can let you know more about how we can go about doing that. Good luck. Good luck with it all, KC. I look forward to seeing your profile get a little more polished and improved.